Hey, what is up, Lovelies? It is Lynn the Gacha Goblin, and finally something that I can talk about that is positive. So I was scrolling through Twitter, of course, and it's actually really nice to see, positive things that are happening in the community on Twitter because, we all know that Twitter is a dumpster fire, but there are some, beacons of shining light sometimes that appear, and I like to share those things. I get excited when I see those things. Maybe that's why I like Twitter so much. I enjoy, I get the dopamine rush from all of the positive things, and then it's just a lot of hate, lot of hate, then positive. Maybe it's a vicious cycle. I might be conditioning myself anyway. So let's talk about this. I saw this post, Emma here, M Explosion Girl, at M Explosion Girl. So they were at the I guess the event, one of the events for Love and Deepspace. I don't know which one, but it looks like the one with the chibi characters in the back. And she says here, at some point during the event, I was interviewed by a official Chinese reporter for the game, and he asked about what could be improved in the game. I took the opportunity to talk about how POC, people of color, weren't well represented, how darker skin weren't even visible in some kindled. And I saw that and I was like, oh, wow, hey, for somebody to be able to, share that kind of opinion, and take that opportunity to share something like that is actually so nice. It is so nice because, of course, we know that, the darker skin tones in the game, it's nice to have, but it's not necessarily well represented in Love and Deepspace, right? We know that there are no people of color hairstyles, there are no, fun things like that. It's kind of, it's trying to be inclusive, but being very blatantly exclusive at the same time. It's very strange. So yeah, it's just so wholesome to know that somebody who isn't necessarily, that skin tone, who has those kinds of concerns, went up and actually spoke their mind and tried to support the POC community like that. So I'm very, very happy that I saw something like this today. It's very wholesome. I just saw it and I was like, "Ooh, I have to hit record." Okay, so we're gonna talk about this now. If you are somebody who doesn't really understand why it's hard to play a darker skin tone in the game, well, there are multiple different reasons why it's hard to play as a person of color. Somebody who has a darker skin tone, because okay, not only are hair options missing, right? But during times like this, where, Illusio is the biggest thing, the hottest thing out right now, and everybody's excited to play it, there are some cutscenes and some Kindle that don't look good. They just don't look good with darker skin tones, because you can't see the MC, you can't see the character, which is very unfortunate, and this is something that, people of color have been trying to bring up to Info. They've been trying to, contact customer service about it, but nothing has really changed. Like, the lighting and the shaders that are in the game don't reflect well, or even at all, on the MCs that have darker skin tones. And in a Kindle, like say Silas's nightly rendezvous card, that one is very difficult to see a character that has darker skin tone in it. And when I saw that, I think I saw it over on Reddit one time. I couldn't find what the post was, but I saw it and I was like, oh my god, that's a shame. That is a shame. I felt really bad. So there are issues like that keep popping up here and there in the community, and it's not like they get fixed. Nothing really fixes those situations. Now, I don't know if you take a picture, because I know when I take a picture in game, it kind of like brightens the image and enhances it. I don't know if that helps. And then there are other things, like the fact that they added an afro sticker in the game as a joke or something, when they don't even have that as a hair option, is something that I also saw as something that was very distasteful for the company to do. I was like, I don't know about that. I saw that and I was like, I don't know about that. Especially since a lot of people have been asking for those kinds of hairstyles, you know? So I was trying to see some people who have darker skin tones talk about the game and whatnot. And there is this Reddit post here. This was from like 3 months ago. This is an ongoing thing. Like, people, when I looked up this topic has been discussed since last year, and it's a lot of different like sporadic posts on Reddit, on Twitter, on Facebook even, and people are talking about it, but nothing's being done about it. And there's always this conversation of, it's a Chinese game, you know, you should be happy that there are even dark skin options in this game, blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, if you even make the effort to add a darker skinned option in the game, you should also add the hairstyles. You should also be aware of how the lighting will affect those skin tones in game too. Like, it's not just about adding the skin tone, it's about respecting that skin tone represents a whole mass of different people who play this game and who love this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very frustrating because I know if I was in that position too, I would feel sad that I can't see my freaking MC, you know? Like, you spend a lot of money in the game, and you're not fully respected. It's frustrating. It is frustrating. So there is this person here who says, playing with dark skin is rough, man. First image is my character normally. Second is what she looks like in the Kindle. 3 and 4 are for comparison. So second is what she looks like in the Kindled. She looks a little bit darker. Shadows have always been bad for darker skin tones in this game, but this is the worst I've seen. It feels like the developers never consider what darker skin tones would look like in these Kindles. I was thinking of writing support, but I somewhat doubt that Info would even care to fix this. And that is the problem, really. Like, it's okay to have problems, you know, in the game. Like, that's inevitable. You're going to have bugs, you're going to have issues and all that things. But the fact that it's been an ongoing issue since the launch of the game and nothing has been done to really optimize or fix that is very concerning. Especially anybody who uses this like darkest skin tone. Like, this honestly doesn't look like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this has more like reddish tones to it. This looks more like purplish tones to it. That's my opinion. I don't know if maybe I'm colorblind, but you know, there is that. And then we also have this individual here. Hold on, give me uno momento. Let me put my earbud on, and let me put the music down just a smidge. And then let's look at this. This was somebody over on TikTok. I don't know if you guys follow her or not, or if she's like a popular creator for Love and Deepspace on TikTok. I don't follow TikTok creators, but she's saying
girls
here,
who play Love and Deepspace, do you guys feel like we need more skin tone options? Because initially when I first started playing the game, I was like shocked and really happy and really excited that we had darker skin tones. I don't think we've ever been given that option in an otome game. However, now that I've been playing a bit more and I've been customizing my MC a lot more, I think we need a few more like brown skin tones. I don't think my MC skin tone matches mine enough. I want my MC to look like me as much as possible. But yeah, my black and brown girls who play Love and Deepspace, how do you feel about the skin tone options that we have right now? Do you think they're enough? Do you think we need a few more? How are we feeling?
Yeah, I mean, it's always been an issue, right? Like, having darker skin tones has always been an issue, not only in the gaming sphere or the otome sphere, but even in makeup, right? It's only now that people are being more inclusive in like the different shade ranges and whatnot. And it's fantastic to have those different shade ranges, but otome games in general are just so behind. They're so behind, and like, the only culture that I know that has been starting to implement darker skin tones that's an Asian culture would be like Korea, with like BB creams and CC creams and all of these cushion foundations and whatever, which is really nice, you know? It's nice to see that, but half of me is saying like, maybe they're just doing this to make money, you know? And that's the feeling that I get from Love and Deepspace. Like, they're only doing it because they want to make money. Because if they really respected it, they would add more skin tones, they would add more hair options, they would add more, you know, shaders and lighting things in the game for the Kindles and all of those things. It's just a little bit frustrating to see. It's a little bit sad to see. Like, I don't, it's not something that I face on a constant basis, but when I do see those kind of posts, it makes me a little bit sad. You know, it makes me a little bit sad. Because I know that there's a handful of like new creators on YouTube who have been playing Love and Deepspace, who have been talking about Love and Deepspace, and like I see you guys, and I know that you guys are sometimes in my comments too. Hello, and like there's also somebody like, oh my god, what's her name? I don't want to misquote her name. I think it's Lala Bunny or something. Who is like this huge streamer, and she does like anime too, and she covers Love and Deepspace, and she goes live and all of those things, and she loves the game, but she's of a darker skin tone, so I don't know if she also runs into the same issues. I would love to see like curly hair types in the game besides just the wavy ones, because I like curly hair. Okay, I enjoy curly hair and looking at it, it's so pretty. But yeah, I would just like it to be more inclusive, and that's why I was so happy to see somebody like Emma actually speak out and support the fellow like people of color community in this game. It's just really nice. It's really nice, really wholesome, and I was just like, hey, that's really nice. And then I looked at the comments and I was just like, I wonder what the replies were. I wonder, you know, what people are saying. And it's all these like, you know, darker skin tone people here, and they're all just like, thank you for doing this. And I'm just like, this is the world is healing. The world is healing. I'm so happy. And then I saw what she said too. She was like, to be honest, he looked like he didn't give a F, but at least I tried. And I was like, it is, at least you tried, you know what I mean? Like, at least somebody spoke out and said something about it. I really appreciate it. Anyway, that is the wholesome little tidbit I wanted to share with you guys today. Hopefully this happy video is you know, gonna wash out all of the sadness that's been going on lately. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you want to subscribe to the channel, feel free to do so. And also, I would like to say that I have made a Discord server, so if you would like to go on and join the Discord, I have the link down below in my comments, not my comments, in my description box, so you can go ahead and join the Discord. Now this is the Discord, made this myself, thank you very much. We have here, you know, we have a little simping hub, which people have been uploading their Illusios too, which is so fun. And we also have the general chat for, you know, people just to talk, get to know each other and whatnot. We have introductions as well. There is also like a leveling system that I implemented, and so the more you engage, the more you level up, and once you reach level 20, you'll be able to enter the not safe for work section, guys. Okay, so that's where I'm gonna leave it. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. If you want to become a member, become a member. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Alrighty, I will see you lovelies in the next one. Bye-bye now.